This is Aisha Bell, great singer out of Kingston, Jamaica, and right now may I pick up SPRB Radio Podcast with Sir B and Empress Mango. Log on.
SPRB Radio Podcast. SPRB Radio Podcast. Check it out.
Yo, this is General Levy, and I support and tune into SPRB Radio Podcast, featuring the 10-star General and Sharon Mango. You should know!
Yes, SPRB Radio Podcast with 10-star General and Sharon Mango. Check it out.
She had the ball, she had the cheese, master between. Me had the king, she had the queen, master between. Watch out, from here device, I don't know it's Clementine, and I'm here fully endorsing SPRB Radio Podcast with 10-star General and Sharon Mango. Lock it, no knock it, you got you.
This is Rado Rockin' right now. I just want to fully endorse SPRB Radio Podcast with the 10-star General and Sharon Mango. Seen? Make sure you keep it locked. And if you move, don't go too far. Elijah Rock says so. Boom.
Hey, this is Jerry Harris. You're in tune to Up Close and Personal with 10-star General and Sharon Mango. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
SPRB Radio Podcast.
Right. Greetings, one and all. We are back. Today being the 28th. We're coming to the end of March. What a thing, not true? Oh, I can't hear you, Sharon, for some reason. You're muted. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
All
and
right.
Yes, what a thing. We're coming to the end of April. Time is just flying. Flying. It's amazing. We just started the year and here we are. April. Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow the clocks go forward one. Is it forward or backwards?
Forward.
Right, forward 1 hour.
Right.
And at around about 2 o'clock in the morning, right?
2 o'clock in the morning it usually goes back, yeah. And so that's considered Sunday morning, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had, sadly, a death. Talk to us about Don Connor, who sadly passed away.
Right. So we had him on our show. Ironically, we did have him on our show. I first saw him at an event, and I said, I've got to have this man on the show because he just was reminiscent of Teddy Pendergrass, and just an amazing voice. And then we ended up playing with Teddy Pendergrass' old band, touring around with them. Sadly, he passed at the beginning of March. And his funeral was Thursday. I wasn't able to go. I just couldn't, you know what I mean? It's still shocking, but what an amazing talent. Yeah. Just an amazing talent. So
we pray for his soul to rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. And again, not one day is promised to anyone. And we need to be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? It was just, it's still a shock. Like, wow, it's such a young man, and it is what it is.
Right. So who is our guest today?
Well, people, in for a treat. We have the esteemed Mike Anthony on our show today. It's long awaited, and I know that a lot of people were asking about him, but he has one of the most distinctive voices of our time.
Real legend.
He's a legend for real. See him there?
Mike Anthony.
Greetings, 10-star General Sharon Mango.
We finally got you, not true?
Finally get you. Finally.
Mm-hmm. Finally, yeah.
You know, my mother always said to me, son, good things comes to those who wait, you know.
This is true. Yeah. True.
Well, we're glad you're here on the show today, and we're going to have a wonderful conversation. You've done so much, you know, in the industry. I can safely call you one of the columns when it comes to the UK lovers rock, you know, industry.
Yeah.
You know? So we salute you for the hard work you put in. But we're going to have a good conversation with you today.
Yes, sir.
That's up anybody who might be tuned in on YouTube or Facebook. And we're going to start. Sharon, take Anthony down memory lane.
Well, Mike Anthony, again, thank you so much. And I have to say your full name, Mike Anthony, because the name just fits. You can't just say, well, Mike, you have to say Mike Anthony,
Mike Anthony.
You can't just say, well, Mike. You have to say, well, Mike Anthony, because
Tell me, is that Anthony with the H or without the H? That's the first question.
Without the H. Without the H.
So it is Mike Anthony. Yeah, it's Mike Anthony.
You know what put me on? Because I know I saw it. Anthony.
Anthony. Real Jamaican. Yeah, man.
Rather than Anthony.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
Right. Because, anytime I do a search on iTunes, it comes up as Anthony.
Yeah, I don't understand why they do that. I don't understand why.
They misspell people's name all the time, though. It is what it is.
Does it possess a problem with your royalties and stuff or no?
It can be kind of problematic, but I found a way around it.
Okay. We're going to come back to that. But go ahead.
So, Mike Anthony.
Yeah.
Again, thank you so much for being here. It is our greatest pleasure. This is wonderful.
My pleasure.
So we want to start from the very beginning, right? We want to know, where you were born, mum, dad, brothers, sisters, all of that. So let's start there.
Okay. So I was born in the UK. I'm UK born. I'm one of 5 brothers. So no sisters whatsoever.
Wow.
No. Unfortunately, tried as my parents did, they only produce pure boys. So they said, well, better we stop this and all because we have 6 of them, so we can't go no further. So then they stop at the 6. So 6 boys. I was one of 3 born in England. The rest were born in Jamaica.
Okay.
All my education has been done in England. Born to Jamaican parents from Trelawney.
All right, close to where my people them come from. I hear you.
Yeah, Trelawney. Yeah, they're my St. Elizabeth people. What's up them come from? So, yeah.
Right.
So I had an ordinary, traditional Jamaican upbringing with all the trimmings and all the gestures and all the nuances handed down from generations to generations. That's what our parents did to all of their children born in the UK. So you never missed out on anything. So you would flip in and flip out of speaking English, and you'd hear them speak patois all the time. So it's something that you just grew up with, So as you got older and you were introduced to other people, they couldn't understand how come you could flip from English to patois, but it was just that's what it was like growing up in that in that household.
Yeah, it was natural. It was
natural.
Yeah. It was natural. So, typical Jamaican parents, make sure you go to church. Actually, you did go to church. Your mother and your father take you to church. Your mother
Every Sunday, without fail.
Put on the Sunday best.
Yes, Sunday best. And it was like, that was the only time you really get to see different people, because there's always your family, your family and your cousin them and everybody else, close people from the village that your parents had known for years that came over at the same time. Church was a meeting place for everybody, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, church was a necessity. You couldn't get out of that one day.
That's what I thought. So in church now, what was your music for you, right? Because certain music only supposed to play in the house. Yeah, I'm not struggle. Lord, no struggle business going on in the house. What was it like growing up in the household when it came to music for you?
Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you that I've been looking forward to this interview so I can tell people the unfiltered story, how it really happened.
Right.
Now, out of all of the children that my mother and father had, I always wondered how come it was always me who used to get the most shouted at. Always me who used to always end up crying because I could never keep myself still. Every minute me in or something. As a little child, I was such a mischievous child. I wonder, I must have met them here go a long time. I'm always doing something. I was always up to mischief, you know. And if you left something and said don't touch it, you can guarantee as you turn your back, me touch it and broke it. So music for me was the best way to keep me quiet. And my father, God rest his soul, he had a selection of music that to this day I say is unparalleled. It was extensive. Jazz, blue beats, ska, mentor, everything, Motown, you name it, he had it. You know, and to keep me quiet and to keep me calm, he just play music. And I'd sit there and I would not cause any trouble whatsoever.
Wow.
Yeah. And he would encourage me to sing along with the songs. And I just enjoy it. It was like a game to me. And I really enjoyed that game. So when my brothers from Jamaica came over now, later on, and they saw this little English boy and said, well, what you can do? You can dance? Well, you can do it. We want to know what you can do. And I said, boy, me can sing, you know. Them said, all right then, sing this tune. I think they put on what did they put on? I think they put on Desmond Decker.
Okay.
Or 7. And I'm saying, all right then, if you sing this, them say if you sing this tune, me give you half a crown. I sang my little heart out for them. Them say, yeah man, you have something. And it was like my brothers and my family encouraged me because they could hear something that I didn't even know I had. So from the very, very early stage, it was my family that encouraged me and got this talent, really got it moving, got it going.
Right. So how old were you when you did that little 007 thing there?
I think I was about 7, 8 years old. Yeah, 7, 8 years old.
So in school now, you know, I grew up in England, so we know how the thing's set. But, you know, in school, did you gravitate to the music class more so because at 7 now, you can't sing? Like, how was it? What was it like for you in school?
Yeah, the minute I got to high school, you know, and they said you had music class, that was it. That was it. It's like the lights just went on in my head. It's like I could not wait because I was going to be learning something even more now, you know.
Right.
So they taught me, they put me in the school choir, which most of my friends didn't really understand. Well, why you want to go in a choir? Why you don't want to come to girls' school with me? Why you want to go to choir for?
Right.
You know, but the choir was it was everything to me because I was fortunate that the music teacher that I had, he could hear within certain singers that you had something, and he tried to develop that. You know?
Right. All right.
He taught me how to sing properly, how to get the right notes. So all the way through high school, music was the one thing I really tuned in. Music, English, and sports.
Oh yeah, that's it. That was
music,
me. Music, English.
That was it for me.
That was it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was it. Everything else was just nothing else.
Nothing else. I know how that go. So, in school now, did you play any instruments? You don't play no instruments, right?
No, the only instrument I play is my voice.
Right.
That's my instrument.
So did you, like a lot of us, did you like enter all the talent competitions and like, were you doing all of that stuff there too?
My big brothers entered me into competitions. You know, and it was really difficult because I was only 16 and most of these clubs you had to be 18 to get in. But they got me in. They got me in. They bought me a pair of platform shoes so I looked a bit taller and then get me in the club. Yeah, them get me in the club, man. I love them guys. Oh, I love them. Gee, that's what I'm saying.
Are you the youngest or something? Are you the youngest son?
Second youngest.
Okay.
Second
But them know
youngest. So
you
yeah,
can sing, man. Prop you up, man. Them a get you ready.
Yeah, at 16, they're getting me into these little clubs, and it was a good experience because I never won, but it was just the experience of being in a competition with other people.
Right.
You know, it gave you experience, and it kind of gave you more confidence. And as you gained more confidence by losing, you wanted to win, and eventually you knew one day you would win, as long as you picked the right song.
Yeah.
If you pick the right song that was just right for you and right for your voice, eventually one day you would win. And I just started to win, and I think more confidence came, you know. And at that time, at 6,
go ahead. No, you go on. Go on.
I think at that time, a school friend started a sound system. We wasn't really playing out as much. We were just playing at parties and mostly around his house. But I would just sing every day. We would just get together and he would play music, I would take the mic and I would just sing. So that confidence started to come. It started to grow. I didn't sound like the Mike Anthony that you hear now, but something was definitely growing, you know.
Your voice is one of the most distinctive voices in the industry. You can't make that up. Do you know what I'm saying? It's
really?
The most natural. No, you man, if you don't know now, let me tell you about it. Listen,
no, I don't know that.
You have one of if you hear a song, you hear the song come on, and your voice strike up, oh, that's Mike Anthony. There is no comparison to anybody else, and that's what makes you unique. You know what I'm saying? Wow. You have one of the most distinctive voices of our time. But we're going to get into that later. So, when was your first? All right, so your brothers take you to all of these, entered you in competitions. Yeah, you didn't win, but you're gaining your confidence. Now, when did it become serious for you?
It became serious for me within the late, I would say the late 70s to 80s. Growing up in England and in South London, the sound system was really taking shape. A lot of artists were leaving sound systems and getting their big break. They were making records now. They had left the sound system. They'd used that as a vehicle, and now major record companies were listening. They could see what was happening, not only for DJs, but for singers. Now, I'm in South London, and just down the road from me is where Saxon Sound was, in Lewisham.
Oh, right.
And I'm watching all of these artists, one by one, getting their transition from sound system to record. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, I can do that too.
Right.
You know? And I saw sound system as the way to do that, because that's what was happening. Not only for Saxon Sound, but for Coxsone, for every other sound. Right. All these artists were being taken and given the opportunity. So that's what I wanted to happen for myself. And then when you looked across and you looked at Jamaica, it was the same thing happening there as well. Artists were coming from sound systems and were making records, and that's what I wanted. So that's when I really took it serious. I said, boy, this is what I want.
So your first recording was when? How old were you then? Matter of fact, how old were you when you did start taking it serious? And what was your first recording?
I always took it serious, and my mom used to hate that. She said, boy, I don't know what I'm to you. You're supposed to go to school, get your surfing ticket, and get a good job. Get an apprenticeship. Get the surfing ticket then. Get a good job. Get an apprenticeship. buy a car, buy a house, find a wife, have children, and settle down. Where you go with this singing business? She could never understand. Whereas my father, he was more lenient. He said, well, there's no reason why you can't pursue the singing thing as well as have a job. You can do the two.
For real.
Right.
So I think by the time I was 21, my mind was already firmly made up. There was nothing else I wanted to do. I used to eat, sleep, and drink singing. That's all I could think about. So I said, by the time I was 21, that's all I wanted to do. My first single didn't drop until the late 1990s. And it was, the late, I got to try and be truthful now because I'm trying to understand exactly what year it was. I think it must have been about 93 or 94. My first single was Open Your Heart, produced by Barry Boom on the Merger record label. That was my first single. That was done at the Fashion Record Studios.
Oh yeah, Fashion
I'm sure
Records.
10 Star knows exactly when that was because he's a very knowledgeable brother. He knows everything, so he would tell you.
Well, this is the man who produced that particular single.
Barry Boom.
Barry Boom. Tell us about Barry Boom.
I can't praise him enough. Yeah. I think it's very important that when you start to talk about your career, you talk about the people who are very pivotal. You don't just talk about the musicians, but you talk about the producer and you talk about the people that help you to get to where you are today. Because without people like Barry Boom, I brought my first songs to Barry Boom and they were written in such a way that I thought they were perfect. But then when you give them to somebody who has that knowledge, they can say, no, actually, you know what? I like the words, but it's not structured properly. This is how you structure a song. So then I had to then sit back and listen and be taught how to structure a song, how to put verses in order, how to put the chorus in order. These are things that you don't learn by yourself. These are things that you have to watch somebody who knows what they're doing and be humble enough to sit back and say, all right, let me watch and see what go on, because what you're teaching me is absolutely priceless.
Right.
So I was an ordinary person with a mere modicum of talent, I believed. I knew I could sing. But here was somebody who had produced Maxi Priest, had been on tour, was in a family group, well established. He knew a lot about the music business. So I listened to what he said and I took on board what he said. So I have to thank him for all the things that he's done for me in my career. Teaching me how to structure songs, teaching me how to sing professionally in a studio. He's, like I said, you have to give thanks to all these people that help you. You can't just come on a radio station and say, boy, yeah, well, let me do it. It's not you by yourself. You have people in the background that are helping you to get to where you are.
Yeah.
And he's one of those people. And I will always give him praise. So, always.
Now you see a lot of people, unfortunately, what I do see happening in the industry is that people are forgetting who helped them. I'm saying, like, who pushed them, who guided them. You know what I'm saying? And it's very important. And like the name Barry Boom is synonymous around all genres of music. He is just that person. So to be in his presence and him guiding you is a big blessing. And if you didn't believe in what you were doing, he wouldn't have taken the time. Say you did talented, man. You did talented. You did have it.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was to hear him say to me, "You've got talent, and I'm going to bring you into the studio." I didn't believe. I thought, well, you're just saying that, But he actually took up his word, and he actually brought me into the studio, And he showed me a lot of discipline because I was very naive. I was very eager. I was full of full of energy, but didn't know how to channel that energy properly.
Mm-hmm.
But with his professionalism and his direction, you kind of learn how to do certain things that you probably didn't even know you were capable of.
Right.
And he's one of those people.
Yeah, that's a mentor right there. He mentored you.
That's right.
Who you are. He mentored you. And that's a very beautiful thing. So big up yourself, Barry Boom.
Yeah, big up yourself, Barry Boom. Anyway you're there. Anyway you're there.
Anyway you're there. And you set it off. That's all I have to say about him. You set it off for my man there, Mike Anthony. So when you did the song now,
yeah,
how did that do for you? That's first song. How was that?
It was very different because at that time you had Lloyd Brown was already a recognized singer.
Mm-hmm.
Winston Reedy was already a recognized singer. Maxi Priest, Peter Spence, Nereus Joseph, Michael Gordon from The Investigators. You had all these lead singers, Peter Hunningale. You had all these male singers that were already out there, already embedded in the public. The public knew their voices.
Yeah.
Along came a voice that they didn't know, but they had to get to know because I wasn't going to go anywhere.
See there.
So the song was a very slow mover, but then people started to gravitate towards the song. And I've heard people describe the song as one of them songs where you just have to rub off wallpaper. I never understood what they meant, but obviously they know what they mean.
At the time, yeah. I mean, of course, at the time, but I think the difference is all those artists that you named have very distinct voices.
All of them.
Yeah, every single one of them.
That's
all
right.
amazing. All amazing, just amazing. But
They
each one had distinctive voices, and which is where you came in because you weren't trying to copy anybody. Do you know what I'm saying? They were already used to the Peter Spence and the Peter Hunningales, and along comes Mike Anthony. But you came with a totally different feel, like when what you put into your music, just yes, a rub off wallpaper, rub off type music you was doing. Right, it's the way it lick. You rub off wallpaper. Yeah. That was you. So okay, so after that song, and what's beautiful to know is that you wrote that song. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you were always writing.
I was always writing. I was always scribbling something down. I think by the time I came in contact with Barry Boom, I had about three songs written, which was Open Your Heart, Cruising in Love, and Crash Crash.
Okay.
And he helped me to put those songs in order. Take the first verse and make that the second verse. Take the second verse, make that the first verse. No, don't put the chorus there. Let's put the chorus here. Yeah, he taught me arrangementships. He also taught me how to utilize my voice a bit more.
Right.
You know, whereas I was quite comfortable using one key, but then he said, well, there's no reason why you can't go a bit higher because your voice can do that. So he gave you the confidence. I believe he gave every artist the confidence and the artistic license to just have freedom. You know, if you feel it, go for it because I think you can do it. You know, and he gave me that belief. Him and Gussie P, who is another person who I can't wait for us to talk about him. But yeah, Barry Boom, he gave me the confidence. Yeah, he did. Absolutely.
So during that time now, of course, you writing your songs. Were you educated at that time on how it works in the industry in terms of, you know, protecting your music, you know, getting your licensing, you know? Were you taught that or did you find it out later?
This was one of the things where I said I was very fortunate. I've heard so much bad stories from certain singers that I've known that said They weren't aware of publishing. They weren't aware of any kind of rights that they had. As far as they knew, they went to the studio, they were paid a fee, they sang the song, and next thing they know, the producer's ripping them off because he's now put that song in his name, and he's getting all the credits, he's getting all the royalties, and they're not getting nothing whatsoever. I was very lucky. Like I said, the studio that I recorded in was Fashion Studio in Clapham. The engineer was Gussie P, and the producer was Barry Boom. They sat me down and they said, "Are you part of PRS?" I thought they were speaking a different language. I didn't even know what PRS was, but they explained it to me, and they made sure that I knew exactly what it was. They got me enrolled. I became a member of PRS, and I started to find out how the songwriting thing goes. You know, that you can get paid for writing your songs if your songs get played on the radio. You know, it's
I
not
just
just
thought
a
to
question
ask
of
that, like, since I had to ask that question because you were already writing. So since you were being mentored, you know what I'm saying? It's good to know, like, from an early age, you're in your 20s, that how important that was. You know what I'm saying? So that's
it was very important. Yeah, it was, and I'm like I said, God has really been kind to me because He surrounded me with some really beautiful souled people, you know, that never took advantage of me, never ripped me off, never used me, and never tried to steer me in the wrong direction.
Right.
You know, He made sure He put His wings around me, and He made sure everyone that was within that inner circle was for the benefit of my good and their good as well. And I have to be thankful for that because, like I said, I've heard some nightmare stories that artists have had to endure.
Horror stories.
Really tough horror stories. And, you know, it's no wonder some of them got disheartened and, you know, just came away from the industry thinking and became really bitter, you know?
Yeah, and unfortunately, the bitterness, like, consumed them to not want to do anything at all. And that is it's still going on today. So, but anyway,
it's true.
Back to when you did your first song, and it did all right. Your first song did okay. So what happened? You know what? I have to go back. May I forget back to this part. So you go back to school. You did get your certificate because remember now you're a studio, you know, and I sing, you want to sing, but you did get your certificate. Like, what happened?
Me get some of them. me get some of the certificate there. Me get some of them.
Because you know, I'm disappointed. Mommy and daddy be like, listen, I'm doing my work too.
I got some of them. I mean, when I left school, I tried to become a carpenter. It didn't really work. It just wasn't really for me. I tried various jobs and it just wasn't working out. I just could not concentrate on anything else but singing. I really couldn't. And I was falling in and out of certain jobs and not really finding the kind of enthusiasm that I needed.
Okay.
And that was just it for me until I became a postman. So by the time Open Your Heart came out, I was a fully fledged little postman, big post bag on my back. I mean, I give out letters to everybody. Yeah, and that was me. I was working. I was enjoying the environment. And I wasn't about to give up because one thing I realized with the music business is very fickle. You don't know if you're going to make it. Just because you have a record doesn't mean you're going to be a star.
Right.
It just means you have a record. You have to keep on recording, you know. And I wasn't about to give up the little income just to become a singer. I was going to keep the two of them going. Just in case one to work out, me have that one there to fall back on. And I've always been doing it, you know. So yeah, that was it.
So after that first song now, what was the next step for you? Like, you know, you did 3 songs with Barry Boom, right? Recorded 3 songs. Did you release all of them at some point or simultaneously?
I think he released all of them, all 4, which was Open Your Heart, Cruising in Love, Crash Crash, Glide Gently, Judy You Are, and You Make Me Happy. So I think in all of about 5 songs.
Oh,
We were
wow.
supposed to do an album. We were supposed to do an album. The album unfortunately didn't materialize, and he was now embarking on his own solo career.
Okay.
So it was kind of hard for him to focus on what he was doing and focus on me at the same time, and I completely understood that.
Of course. Respect to him. Yes, of course.
Yeah, and so I was kind of in a dilemma. 5 singles, no album. What was I gonna do? But the sound system that I was with or came from decided to call me back and say, look, we've got a single for you if you're interested in singing it. You know, and I said, I don't mind, I'll come and sing it. What is it? And they said, well, we've got a single and I don't think you're quite ready for it. I said, listen, if you're gonna challenge me, no bother with it. Just let me come in and listen to the single, and then I can tell you whether or not me can sing it or not. And they brought me into the studio, and the song that they had decided that I should sing was a song called Walk Away from Love.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And from the minute I heard the song, I said, you know something? I'm going to sing that tune there. I'm going to shut you up. I'm going to sing that tune there. When me sing it, don't bother come tell me nothing, because you tell me something, I can't sing it, I'm going to sing it for you.
Wow.
And I don't know what happened that night. I don't know what happened that day, Sharon. I don't know what happened. I got into the studio and I was very frustrated. I wanted to prove that I could be something. I had it inside of my belly that I could be something. I could do something. And that song just took everything. And I gave it everything. You know, I gave it everything I had, all the passion, all the anxiety, the frustration, the anger. I took it out on that song. And when it was finished, everybody came back and said, you've got a #1. And I never listened to what they said, because I always said to myself, if you listen to what people say, you're going to get big-headed. You're going to get swell-headed before the time. Make whatever happen, make it happen, and then you can appreciate. But nobody get carried away. So I never listened to what they said, and the tune became a #1.
Yeah, well, you're humble, very humble, I have to say. I think in the comments we have the Duke Sparky Melody. He was like, you're such a humble man. You was a humble man for true. But that stems from your upbringing, you know. God bless your mom and dad. God bless mommy and daddy. Bless them up. Bless them up. Wherever them there.
Bless them up.
Yeah. And that's humble.
I think it's also because the stories I heard coming through as a newcomer was the fact that so many people had come into a studio with talent in abundance, but because they weren't disciplined, because they were sidetracked, because they were influenced, all that talent meant nothing, because it all just disappeared. Nobody would record them because they came with too much baggage. Are them head too big? They think they know it all. So sometimes it's best to just keep a cool head, you know, and just listen. You know, don't get too ahead of yourself, and don't believe the hype. Always believe that you're talented, but don't go ahead with what other people say. If people say, boy, you're good, you just say, all right, then, all right, thank you.
Yeah.
You don't, because I think you can create a monster for yourself if you do.
Right.
I think so.
Well, I know that Walk Away from Love, it's not anybody could do that song. And you know that not everybody can do that, you know. That song right there, sir, it's not everybody can do it. And I remember the song when it came out, and you killed it. Maria Champagne, that song, seriously. And as you stated, you put your whole heart into that song because it's that type of song. You know what I'm saying? You got to put your heart in it. It's such a beautiful song. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song it was.
Thank you.
I want to talk about 10 Star. You come back, 10 Star?
Yeah, I'm here. You good?
Yes, we hear you. Right, because may I take over? You know, sister, may I take over the whole thing?
Yeah, you continue.
Listen, I'm Mike Anthony. This, I'm every take over. So, you know who I want to talk about? Can we talk about, before we go any further, let's talk about Gussie.
Oh, my days.
Let us talk about
Gussie P.
Gussie P, yes.
Gussie P. If I talk about Gussie P, I don't talk to him in terms of a producer. He's more of a brother. Because that's the kind of friendship we have. That's the kind of relationship we have.
Mm-hmm.
As the engineer that was recording my voice for all of the Barry Boom projects, he watched me leave the studio and he said to me, well, I'm never going to see that guy again, you know, but I'm just going to plant this seed in his psyche. If you ever need to come back, Mike, I'm always here. And I always believed that one day me and this guy could make music together. So after the success of Walk Away From Love,
yeah,
I was stuck again with no album.
Okay.
So I said, well, the only place I can go back to is Gussie P, because he kind of left the door open for me to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came back to the studio, and he just welcomed me with open arms, and we just started. It just clicked.
Mm-hmm.
Our working relationship just clicked. And he was another person that he taught me things on a completely different level from Barry Boom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was putting me on iconic rhythm tracks from Jamaica that I have heard when I was in the sound system. He pushed barriers for me and boundaries where I thought I could never, ever go. But he made me believe that you can push these barriers, you know?
Right.
There's no reason why your voice can't go that high and it can't go that low. There's no reason why you can't sing with that force. There's no reason why you can't sing with that energy. Gussie kept pushing the envelope. He didn't just accept good. He wanted excellence. He wanted better. And that's what so he's another person that if I wasn't around him and that influence, I know I wouldn't be the person I am today. There's no way. Because those people, like I said, they don't just accept good. They want better.
Good, better, best. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I that them want. So Gussie P, salute. My general that. And to this day, he's still my general. So we did 3 albums together.
Okay.
We did 3 albums. Yeah, we did 3 albums. We've got successful singles that, you know, from Sexy Eyes to Spread Love. He introduced me to do Roots, something I'd never done before, but he showed me I could do it. And he's a producer that gives you artistic freedom. He doesn't restrict you to say, I want you to sing this way and only that way. He said, no, man, sing that tune there. But here's the structure. I want you to structure off nice and slow and then gradually get that rhythm. Don't come charging out the starting block straight away. Build those vocals. Give them all the emotion and everything. He was very good at that. And I could interpret what he was saying. So his instructions, I knew exactly how to interpret it. Yeah.
Big up yourself, Gussie P. Anyway, you're there. Gussie P.
Yeah. He took me to Jamaica. We recorded 2 albums in Jamaica. Worked with Sly, worked with Robbie. I worked with so much people. Penthouse Studio, Donovan, Jermaine. We did a lot of work with a lot of people. That, like I said, I have to mention them because they're all involved in this evolution of Mike Anthony. It's not me one. All these people.
Yeah.
You know, Mafia and Fluxy, Steely and Cleveland, all the musicians, they're all part of where I am today. It's not me one gets you. Not me one. You know, all these people helped to get me to where I am. So I have to give them respect. Have to give them respect.
10 Star.
Yes. Go ahead. Continue, Sharon.
Okay. No.
Continue. Yeah.
I know we had to listen. Let me talk the truth. You see me? We can't hide nothing. Let me talk the truth. Now, we had videos to play and stuff, but our conversation is so, as you can see, this ain't no interviews, our conversation, you know. But it's the fact that people really wanted to know who you were or who you are and where you started from. You know what I'm saying? They want to know, Mike Anthony, yeah, they'll just know the voice, but it's who Mike Anthony is. And I think the beautiful thing is that, you know, you're able to, you will talk about those who helped you on your way. You know what I mean? It's like, and these are amazing people. Like, you were in the best of company.
Yeah.
You were in the best of company, which is the most beautiful thing. And kudos to those people. There's a blessing. And I know they've helped many others, but it's just knowing that you talk about them with such passion it's beautiful. Very beautiful thing.
I think you have to, you know, if you're going to be completely transparent, completely honest, you want the story to come out exactly the way that it unfolded. Otherwise, somebody else is going to come along and give a completely different narrative and say, well, hold on a minute, but Mike never mentioned you. Mike never said that about you. So you are telling me now, say, you was there, but Mike never tell me, say, you was there. But I'm letting everybody know exactly how it got. So years down the line, people can look back at this podcast and they can look back and they can say, well, Mike did mention these people because these people are integral to his growth. They really are. You know, exactly the same way as this podcast today is pivotal. It's important to my growth, my development. I don't know how many people are going to be seeing this. I have no idea, but I know it's going to be seen by people. So you too are involved in my growth, my development. And I thank all of you so much. I really do.
Listen, it's our pleasure because you, again, extremely humble individual. And I know that you, as much as you've had your successes, and we will get back into that. You've had your successes, but I know that you went through something as well in terms of sickness. In terms of, you know what I mean? And it's I was thinking how to bring it up, but there's no other way because you are being as transparent as you possibly can. It's not to say it was all sweetness and light for Mike Anthony. Mike Anthony went through some stuff. And praise be to the Almighty. You're here looking well, still doing your thing, still a reinvent yourself.
Talk the talk, Sharon. Talk the talk, Sharon. Talk the talk. Talk the talk.
You're here. God bless you. You are here. So I want to, in your early 20s, you're doing all these great things. And what a lot of people don't know, as you previously stated, during all of this time, you still kept your job. You were still working.
Yeah.
So for me, when I think about that, you're living your life, but you know, sometimes these things take a toll on you. So at what stage in your life, or how old were you when you discovered, because I want you to talk about that, I want you to say, at what age were you when you were like, I'm not feeling good, you know, I'm just not, something not right. Let's talk about that.
Okay. 2017, let's go back before that. 2014, my mother died of cancer. A year after that, my father died.
Wow, so it was almost like back to back, isn't it?
Yeah, and in 2017, my elder brother died of bone cancer.
Oh, wow.
And I sat down there and I said, wow, look at this now. It's like this thing is just running through my family. I wasn't feeling any kind of effects. I wasn't feeling nothing whatsoever. I just went to the doctor one time, Sharon. I said, listen, I believe so. This thing is in my family. You know, is there any way that you can check? He said, no, Mr. Anthony. What we can do is we can give you a series of different tests. We can test for bowel cancer, and then we can test you for prostate cancer. I said, listen, I don't care what kind of test you want to test. Make we start tests. So then we started with the bowel cancer. That came back clear, no problem. He said, well, let's try the prostate test. And so he signed me up for a prostate cancer test, a scan, and everything. But I just want you men out there, I'm not having a go at you. I'm just trying to make you be aware of what it's like to have to go through intrusive tests to find out whether or not you have something or you don't have something. And I want you men to understand that women do it all the time. They have to go to the gynecologist. They have to find out whether or not they have ovarian cancer. They have to find out whether or not there is anything there that shouldn't be there. They have to have their breast scanned, prodded, poked. From the time a woman reaches a certain age, she's prodded and poked. Back in the day, when they found out that you were pregnant, the only way they could find out was prod and poke and this and that. Why is it for us men, we find it undignified to go through exactly the same thing? Your mother had to go through that, and your wife had to go through that. Your sister, your aunt, every woman that you possibly know had to go through something that was kind of undignified. So why is it for men, you find it so undignified that you would stay there feeling a certain type of way, knowing that something is going wrong with you, but you don't want to go through this undignified test? You need to get that out of your head. And you need to step up as a man and just swallow your pride and get yourself tested, because gone are the days where you have to bend over and someone's going to come and push their finger up your bum. We've advanced a long way through that, where you can have an ordinary blood test and you can have a scan to find out whether or not there is something going on with you. So I just want to put that out there first. So yeah, 2020, I just decided, well, enough is enough. I'm going to find out. Like I said, the bowel test came back okay. So let's go for the prostate test. I've known my doctor for years. We have a really good relationship with each other. And he said, well, look, I felt your prostate and it does feel a little bit on the soft side. So here what? I'm going to send you off for some tests, a blood test and a scan. Blood test came back inconclusive, but the scan came back with a shadow. Now, I was working as a care assistant, and I've been working in that field for years. I'm still a care assistant. I'm still working.
Okay.
I want people to know that I still do my job. I sing, but I still work. So as a care assistant, I know that when you go for a scan and you're doing what you're doing, any shadow is not very good. So when he came back and he called me back in the office and said, Mike, I'm sorry, but they found a tumor. I said, whoa. It was a hard pill to swallow, Sharon.
Yes, of course.
I'm not going to lie to you. It was a hard pill to swallow, you know. And the first thing I did was just say, right, that's it. I've got to stop doing my shows and just look after me. And I just stopped doing shows. From 2020, I stopped recording. I stopped doing shows. My main focus was to be cancer-free.
Yeah.
They gave me a list of treatments that I could have. The one that I didn't want was to have any kind of surgery whatsoever.
Okay.
So I went for one that was less obtrusive, and I went for one that's called brachytherapy, whereas they take radiation seed implants and they insert them into the cancer. So you're sedated and they put them exactly where the tumor is. And over a period of time, a couple of years, it's supposed to shrink the tumor all the way down without taking out your prostate. and that's what I went for. But the treatment doesn't really go well with certain people, and it didn't kind of go well with me. And my body started to reject, and I started to lose weight. I had panic issues. I had anxiety issues. I lost my confidence. I wasn't singing. I wasn't doing what I was doing before. I became more inward. I was a shadow of the person that I was.
Introverted, right?
Really was, you know. And it took a couple rounds of therapy to get me around to positive thinking and to be able to accept the new version of myself. Because this is a new version of myself.
Yes.
I'll finally be able to put back on weight, go back into the studios, get back on the circuit, do my shows, knowing that, yeah, the cancer's at a very, very small level. It's still there, but it's in the back of my head. It's not at the forefront. I no longer have to worry that it's going to come and take me, because I know, say, I've already done my groundwork.
Right.
My job now is to be a survivor and to probably give more men that confidence to take that step. Don't be unwilling to take that step, to do whatever it takes to ensure that the people that who are with you, the people that who are beside you, you know, you could be a single man. You could be a single man suffering with prostate cancer right now, but you don't want to go and get the help. You'd rather stay there and suffer. And then in your demise, the people that you're leaving behind who are going to cry for you and suffer for you.
Right.
You may not have a wife, but you've got a brother or a sister or a cousin or a mother or a father that you're going to leave behind.
Right.
To cry and mourn for you because you never took time out to go and find out whether or not you can stop this thing before it gets any worse.
Right.
Because that's all you want to do. You want to be able to stop it before it gets worse. Whichever way that you can. So if it's your diet, and I think you need to start with your diet first and your lifestyle, then you have to go with the medical help. And whichever one is whichever one is suited for you, that's the one that you should go for. Because we're hearing it more and more all the time. I hear some brothers are passing away from prostate because they left it too late.
Yeah.
And there was nothing more that they could do.
Yeah, 100%.
And by the time they got to the hospital, it was already stage 4, and it's gone beyond the stage where they can help you.
100%. The same. It's amazing to hear you say the procedure that you had. My father had the exact same one because surgery was not an option for him. He just was like, no, because it was his brother.
Yeah.
Well, they grew up like brothers anyway, and he had the surgery, and I don't know if I guess it was successful, but he didn't make it. He came home. By the time he came home, he had to go back. He didn't make it. So by the time my father had the test done, and we had to push him because, you know, them Jamaican man, them stay already. No, nobody know go. Nobody know that.
Yeah.
Dad, you have to go. We have to force him, you know. Dad, you're going. You have to do it. But we supported him. Me, my mom, my brothers and sisters, we supported him. Busham was there with him. And when they did find out, that was the option, the radiation seeds.
See?
It was the same thing. I mean, unfortunately, things come with that, as you stated. Things come with that. Your body, it either accepts it or it rejects it, right? So
exactly.
Things came with it. So it was a whole nother process, but it did what it needed to do at the time. You know what I mean? So I think it is important for you to express what you went through, what you are going through. You look well, which is a beautiful thing, but you attacked it right away. You, after mom, dad, and your brother, you're like, boy, let me go check out myself. You know how many men A lot of men will run from that. You know what I'm saying? No, boy, if me have it,
right.
me no want, but you have to know.
Yeah,
You
it
have
was
to
that. It
know.
was, yeah, it was bugging me. It was bugging me, and now it's like the more I hear these stories of these guys who were just there, and they're just not going to go to the doctor. They're just not going to go. They've got this old wives' tale embedded inside of their psyche that,
Yeah, and and that's from where that's coming from. But I mean, you got no other options because as women we go through stuff. So
exactly.
when you're gonna go check, I'm going up because you know what's coming.
Yeah,
But you go anyway. You have to. You got to do it.
that's right. That's right, and that's all I want men to do. It's just to say to themselves, well, women have to go through it. My young sister has to go through it. I'm gonna have to go through it
Yeah, the
because
men
you
have
don't
to.
want to be in a situation where they turn around and say, I'm sorry, if you had come to us a bit earlier, maybe we could have helped you.
Exactly. Nobody wants to hear that. They'll be like, boy, I mean,
No,
come on.
no.
Come on.
So, and there is life after prostate cancer. It's not
Yes,
all
sir.
doom and gloom,
It's not my word has always been, it is not a death sentence.
No, it's
Okay.
not.
It's when
It's
you
not.
leave it untouched and you don't want to know and you're not doing your follow-ups.
Yeah.
But the message should always be, listen, just please go get checked. It's not a death
Yeah.
sentence. It's not.
That's right.
And once you
That's
have
right.
that mindset, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Once you got that mindset, then it kind of takes you out of the doom and gloom because cancer is just as soon as you hear the word cancer, you're like, oh God, that's it. It's actually
Yeah.
not.
It's not.
It's actually not. Once you've attacked it, once you know what I'm saying, you do your due diligence to be like, what? Let me just check out myself. Another thing I say, when they give you options, you have a chance. When there is no options.
Exactly. That's right. That's right. From the giving you options, so there's a chance, But I just want men to know that eventually we will have to leave this earth. But don't leave this earth due to ignorance. Don't leave this earth due to the fact that you were stubborn. Leave this earth the way that God is going to make you leave. If it's you,
Right.
if it's his will that you die in your sleep, then you die in your sleep. If it's his will that you get ill, try your best to overcome the illness. Don't
Yeah.
just sit back and accept it. You have ways. Everything is in his hands. We know that. Doctors are not gods. There's only one God. If you put your faith and your trust in him, because he's telling you exactly what you need to do, but you're sitting there and you're saying, no, I'm not going to do it, then it's up to you. But I just want to know them. I just want to let them know you have choices. You can go out there, and the earlier you get yourself tested, the better it is for you, and get your sons tested. Get all of the boys all the men in your family, get them aware of what's going on. That's all I'm saying to them.
Well, I'm happy. I know that's something you did want to talk about. And again, I wanted to, at some point, navigate to that because that's an important step in your life because you had to put what you love to the side and deal with debt.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal for me, but it's something. Yeah, but you have to do that. You have to prioritize yourself. I never wanted to come back in front of the public 50%. I want to come back 100%. And now I've come back with a brand new lease of life. Like I want to give them more. I give them everything what I have. So every show that I do, whether it's in front of 10 people, in my head, I'm in front of 200 people. If it's 200 people in my head, I'm in front of 1,000 people. They deserve the same entertainment as a full crowd. A less crowd deserve exactly 100% as that crowd that's got 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 people in it. Every record that you record should be to the best of your ability. It shouldn't be done less. It should be done because you don't know how much time you have left on this earth. So while you're here, do everything to the best of your ability. Everything. Love, laugh, everything to the best.
Well said. And that's what I hear. So let me go back. So we've talked about you stepping away from the game now. Prior to that, you were touring. You go where you go? Germany, Guadeloupe, Holland.
Yeah, Germany, Guadeloupe, Holland, Switzerland. Was it Sweden? Sweden, Jamaica for Reggae Sunsplash. We've done quite a few things. I've kind of been blessed in my career to do some things, you know, and to go places and to see different people that probably are not English speaking people, but they appreciate the music and the energy and the
music. Tell me about the reception that you got. Like when you first went abroad, what was your first country that you toured? When you really
I think it was Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when
Germany.
you got to Germany,
Germany
what was the reception like?
I was surprised that people already knew my music. I took it for granted that only people in England know my music because I've never been anywhere.
Right.
So I just took it. I was so naive thinking that, well, they're never going to know me. And they already knew all of my songs. They knew them. They knew the choruses. They knew everything, you know? And it was Germany is underrated because people kind of associate, the minute you say Germany, they think, oh yeah, Nazi, racism. It's nothing like that whatsoever. Germany's not, they're so far away from that. They really are far away from that. They're the most kindest, welcoming people I've ever seen. You know, they really do. You know, and they themselves try to distance themselves from all of that Hitler stuff from years back. You know, they're so diverse. There's so many mixed race people in Germany.
I know.
So many Black people have settled in Germany.
I have family there too. I've never been, but
so do I.
Yeah,
so do I.
That's where they live, and I'm just like, listen. I think to hear them speaking the native tongue of a German, I'm like, boy, it's kind of like, boy, it's interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. It's very
interesting.
But yeah, Germany was very, very, very good. I really, everywhere I've been, I must say it has been absolutely phenomenal. I can't believe that people knew about me or even know about me. I guess, like I said, in my head, I keep thinking I'm only good in England. That when you step out of that, no one's gonna know you. But you'd be surprised. I really was surprised.
I'm not. You know, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised.
You're not surprised.
I am not surprised because, you know, in Europe, there's a certain kind of an appreciation for our music. You know what I'm saying? But they take it to another level. It's a different level of appreciation. It's a different kind of love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they might not speak one lick of English, you know, they might not a lick of English.
That's right.
Put your song on and see if the English will come out. It's the most amazing thing to me.
It is. And to me, that's the power of music. It crosses all boundaries.
Yes, it does.
You know? All boundaries. The minute you put music on, it doesn't matter. You could be sitting in front of somebody, like I said, can't speak a lick of English, but make them hear that music, even if it's in a different tongue, they will gravitate towards it.
Right to it like that. Yep, and say the words exactly. Say the words exactly how I'm telling you.
Exactly. Yeah. I love music. I love it so much.
So for you, what do you think was your greatest hit? Like, which one of your songs do you think like took off? Like really just, this is it, man. This is it, man. Then I go mad for this one. Aside from Walk Away with Love, that was instant. That was instant because of your whole delivery. But, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's difficult because like Walk Away from Love went to #1 in the charts for 7-8 weeks, and it was one of the songs that got me, I suppose, recognized.
Put you on
But
the
in
map more,
terms
so
of,
I should have said, yeah, that put you on the
I
map.
think that was the most defining song. But the
Mm-hmm.
biggest song, I'd probably have to let the public decide. I don't know, because everywhere I go, it's very different.
It's all
Everybody says,
different.
no, it was this one, it was that one. I can't even keep up with them. I don't know. That's why I just love the public so much, because they've all got different outlooks on my music. And one just mash up my head. I don't know which one. I don't know which one.
I think, when you spoke about, when you was younger and everything, you
Yeah.
like touch, and the music, everything. But
Everything.
you're in everything. But I think your uniqueness comes from the genre of music that you were exposed to. Because again, I will tell you again and again and again, you have a very distinctive voice. Your delivery is different. You know what I'm saying? Your delivery is very different. And I feel like it stems from what you were exposed to, the jazz, maybe the R&B, the soulful music. And that's literally what your delivery is when you do a song.
Okay.
I think that's what makes, I honestly believe that's really what makes you who you are. You don't sound like anybody else.
Okay.
You don't.
Well, you have to understand, I grew up in the whole Jackson 5 era,
Yes,
where
sir.
they were the group, the Temptations, they were the group, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, they were the
Yes.
group,
Mm-hmm.
Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, with Teddy Pendergrass, all these singers, Marvin Gaye. I grew up listening to all these guys. So it would be very hard not to have those influences somehow coming to me,
Right.
and I used to try to emulate I tried to sing like all of them. I
Mm-hmm.
listened to an Al Green song. I want to go up high like Al Green, I listened to a Marvin Gaye. I want to put that emotion in there, just like Marvin. I listened to Michael Jackson. So I listened to all of them. So yeah, they're all in me, and I tried to get them all out. I tried to get them all out. So yeah, you're right. You're right. You're perfectly right.
I'm always right, but anyway, let me just say that.
God bless you, Farron. God bless you.
Let me stop. But honestly, I had to say that because again, you spoke of all these amazing artists that come out, that have, that's out there doing their thing, and I love all the names you called. I just love them. But they're all unique in their own way. You know what I mean? Just like you, they're all unique in their own way. And I think you have never strayed from who Mike Anthony is. You've never strayed from the type of music that you sing, right? You've never just strayed from that, but it just seems like you always reinvent yourself in a song. You know what I'm saying? It's just you make it whatever it is, it's yours, if that makes sense. And I think that stands the test of time because your songs are timeless.
Oh, bless you.
It is, it's timeless.
That's what we try to do. I mean, if somebody gives you a song, 500 singers can sing exactly the same song. 500 singers won't sing it exactly the same way.
Exactly.
They'll all put a different spin, a different take on it. But for me, I see songs as stories. So how do you tell that story? I have to tell that story different from everybody else. And I can only tell that story by being me. So everything that I've been through in my life, growing up to the point of being an adult, being in love, falling out of love, having your heart broken, all the things that everybody else in this world goes through. Just because we're singers doesn't make us exempt from that. We go through exactly the same stuff.
Right.
You know, whatever it is, racism, we all go through exactly the same thing where we want to be
Yes, of
accepted.
course.
And but as a singer, you can use that to your advantage. You can put that on a vinyl. You can use that emotion.
Exactly.
You can channel it out that way, and that's what I try to do. I try to channel everything that way in that music. I don't always get it right, but when I do get it right, I'm very happy.
Well, of course. Of course,
Very
it's
happy.
like, of course, it's like, I will say, I know Lovers Rock Radio is in the house, and they spin a lot of your music. But I tell you, when you hear a Mike Anthony song, you automatically think of I Should Be a Little Blues, something somewhere where everybody just, whoa. You know what I'm saying? It takes people back to that feeling. It's just, it's the nostalgia of it. You know what I mean? It's your songs is very nostalgic, right? Timeless and nostalgic. That's what Mike Anthony song sounds like.
Oh, bless. So let me flip it to you now, Sharon. Let me flip it to you now. If there was a song that I've done that is something that is probably one of your best, which one would you choose? Because you asked me, I'm gonna know.
Well, if I was to say, I would say Walk Away from Love, of course. Sexy Eyes. There's another one that keeps playing in my head, but I'm hearing the song in my head. Like I'm literally talking to you and I can hear your voice. Lord God, what is it singing in my head? I can hear it, but my favorite one, Sexy Eyes. What chat room goes mad when, look, select. This is from Lovers Rock Radio, people. Chat room goes mad when Mike gets airplay. This is true.
Really?
I'm on there every Friday. We listen to DJ Maestro. We listen to Mr. Milton. We listen to Lady Loy and the Selector. Those are my favorites. My favorite days, Friday.
Yeah.
And when a Mike Anthony song, when them draw the song is done. Lighters, fire flames,
Bless.
bombs. Seriously. And it doesn't matter what they played. It doesn't matter what song it is. The room light up. Thank you, Selector, for just reminding me of that, because I true talk.
You see, I've got no idea that this happens. And sometimes it's good that you don't have this awareness of what's going on.
Right.
I think it's good. I think for me as an artist anyway, I think it's good. Because like I said, it just keeps you firmly on the floor. You don't ever want to get ahead of it. You don't ever want to get swell-headed or big-headed or take things for granted. You want whatever energy's out there, let it just do whatever it's doing, and you're not aware of it. Because it makes it special when I hear it now. It makes me feel really good.
You should. Yeah, you should. Look, Minty's in the room. Greetings, 10 stars. There you go. Can you see those? Greetings and blessings, 10 star. Mike Anthony. That's Little Minty.
Bless you.
Bless up,
bless
Little
her,
Minty.
bless her.
Little Minty, another amazing, talented producer, writer.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. doing these shows. Wait, a favorite of mine is Little Minty says a favorite of his is Open the Door.
Open the door, which is open your heart, really.
Open your heart. Okay.
Yeah.
That one too. There's so many. I can't. Again, I just have a penchant for Walk Away with Love. It's just very special to me. I don't know why.
Okay.
But there's so many. There is so many, Mike. And what? As We Move is a big tune. DJ Maestro,
Oh my
also from
God.
Lovers Rock Radio. You know what? Why don't you in the chat room tell me what songs you like? That way Mike Anthony can say for himself, because it isn't just me. I promise you. I do promise you, when a Mike Anthony tune drop in Lovers Rock Radio, it's done. It's over. And what look at me, said enough big shots. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I think that it is important. Again, the purpose of us doing this show, as you can see, is really not even an interview, right? I'm not reading off of nothing. When Ten Star and I on here, we're ourselves. We are literally here to give you your flowers as a reminder of your contributions to the music industry. It is so important for you to understand. We recognize and respect what you've done. You are loved across the board. Your music, like I stated, it's timeless. It's timeless music. And that's why when your music drop, it takes people back to where they want to be. That's their happy place.
Yes.
It is. You take them to their happy place. Like, boy, what DJ Maestro say? Special part of my life. What do you say? Is that a special part of your life? Was that a song? Wait a minute. I missed that one.
That's a song. Yeah, that's a song. Special
part of my life. So I'm not saying we have all of the songs, let me know, but I just have favorites. Okay. And I have favorites. And again, it's just your delivery. It's your total delivery. It's maximum respect to who you are. And I think that today people have gotten to know you more than just your music. They've gotten to know how you're very, you hope so. So humble to say the least. Humble to say the least, and knowing what you went through as well. And you're still as gracious. If you never said anything, nobody would know. If you never said anything, nobody would know, as much as you were working and doing your shows and you were touring, that you went through what you went through.
Yeah. And it's very important as well that, we as artists, we kind of understand that, there are certain levels and certain artists will reach the peak. They'll go as high as they can possibly go.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't look back on your elevation, there's only one way to go when you reach the top, and that's to come back down. Yeah. How you come back down is entirely down to you. You can fall from grace, or you can just take your time and come back. I'd like to take my time. When the time comes me to reach the top, wherever the top is for me, I'd like to come down slowly, because I have to come back to the same people. The people them that said them, the people them that said them love your music, them love you. You have to come back down to those people. Because the spotlight will be shining on somebody else. You can't have the spotlight shining forever, but you can come back down and you can still be that star. It's not really shining bright, but it's still there.
Right.
And you can be amongst people, and because you kind of had respect for people, you can be amongst them. If you don't have no respect for them when you got up there, how do you expect them to respect you when you come back down to their level? They're not going to.
Exactly.
Because you didn't show them none. So I will always show them respect. So when the time comes, I can be amongst them and feel good, because you're my people. There's no difference between me and you. Only thing is, I take the microphone and I sing for a living. But there's no difference. You cut me and I bleed exactly the same as you. So that's how I want to live my life. Just to be able to know, say, I can be amongst people. I'm at work and I don't let no one know I'm a singer. As far as they're concerned, I'm a care worker, and that's the end of it. I don't go to work and show nobody no videos. If you're fortunate to see my face on a social media platform, you might twig that that's me, but I don't go inside there and tell them. When they don't see me on a weekend and I'm gone and I'm doing my shows, I don't come back and brag. I just do my shows and that's that. You know, I don't walk around looking. I don't walk around looking to be recognized. If you're fortunate that you've seen me on a show or you've got my album and you know me, I will always have time for you. I'll always stop. I'll always take a picture with you, and I'll always have a conversation. And I think that's the way that we're supposed to be because we're just ordinary people.
Exactly.
What separates us is, nothing don't separate. Only thing that separates us is I can do something that maybe you can't, but that's where it ends, you know?
So, now that you're back, and I'm saying, are we now that we're back? So, what is what does Mike Anthony want to do? What's Mike Anthony going to be doing now? Are you going to do another album? Are we going to do a new release? Like, what is Mike Anthony going to do now? Because we can play your music all day, you know. We can play.
I've already started. I've already started. The groundwork has already started. So yeah, I'm back in the studio. I'm recording. But the most important thing for me was to get my fitness levels back up since 2020 and be back out there performing in front of the audience, which is what I've been doing. You know, so I've been doing my shows, taking my performances levels up, getting it back up to 100%, and it's back up to 100% now. So I'm doing my shows. I've successfully went abroad last year for the first time. I'm going abroad again this year for the second time. I'm back in the studio.
Where are you going?
Last year I went to Cyprus. This year I'm going to Spain.
Oh, all right then.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that, you know, America will call me, you know, anytime soon. So Sharon, just put out the word and make them calm. Yes. Just say that. Tell them.
Make a little call like, hey, you know what, Mike Anthony want to come. Yeah, that's it.
But sure. I'm just trying to get myself. Yeah, I'm just trying to get myself back out there, and you know, just to let everybody know that I haven't gone anywhere. I just took a little hiatus for a while, but I'm back. You know, reinvented, and here I am, and I haven't gone anywhere, and I've got more music to give you, more love in my heart to share with all of you, more energy to give all of you. So, yeah, I'm not going anywhere right now. I'm just here just to serve these people who are showing me so much love. Listen, and that's why I do it. I don't do it because the industry isn't giving me anything, just a platform. And I think as an artist, if you're sitting back, if you're going to sit back and wait for the industry just to give you an award as recognition, you'll be waiting for a long time.
Yeah.
The public give you more than the industry could ever give you.
Absolutely.
You know? You give me more than the industry could ever give me, because you're giving me a platform today to share my life with the public. Industry wouldn't give me that. This is not industry given. This is you're giving me this. You Antenna Star, you and the General, you're giving me this opportunity, and I'm thankful for that. So I'm not waiting for the industry to give me flowers. I'm now wait pandit.
Well, you know, as you stated, it's
the public already given.
Right, but like Chronix did a song, Likes, and everybody. What I'm saying? It's about, either way, the song is about likes, and I love the song because people do things for the likes. They want the likes, the hype, the this, the that.
That's right.
And not everybody are gonna like me.
That's right.
Okay. And that's real talk. What you doing this for the likes? You do it for the love of music, your artistry, you as an individual. And that is why, your music is timeless. With the music industry, the way that it is, it's true. With the music industry, I see the changes coming. I see the changes going around. People are
Mm,
now gravitating back to that foundation, that
mm,
particleness, the roots that
yeah,
was first instilled in you, that first made you love the music.
yeah,
People are now gravitating more back to that as opposed to, there's so many genres of reggae music. Me not even know what you want to call it. Some other name.
mm,
And then so, the
mm,
little young ones, them, you know what I'm saying? That's their thing until I see that a lot of them are now recognizing individuals
yeah,
such as yourself, just people from back in the day, like, why? Even if they took something from your song and mixed it into theirs, it's a simple fact, yeah, oh, you recognize, now you know where it come from, right?
aye,
That is the realness because your music is timeless, along with many of the greats.
oh, bless.
Mike Anthony is a household name, especially in
Thank
England and
you.
around the world. It is a household name without a shadow of a doubt because of who you are. And today shows your humbleness, your transparency, and
Mm,
it's your sheer love of the music, why you do it. So that whatever love
mm,
you put into it, people have definitely received it and are receptive to it. You know what I mean? So you
oh,
can't
yeah.
stop. You have things for do, my friend. You can't stop. This is the
Can't stop,
new.
man.
You can't stop. Can't stop it. And that
Can't
is the
stop.
blessing. Can't stop. You can't stop. Can't stop. It is just amazing to have you on here. It's just, I know a lot of people because what we've done here, we've just put our timestamp on. Yeah, we spoke to Mike Anthony now, and his talking was talking up the things when it wasn't there. Go look on it. They can go to YouTube, check it out. Go
That's
on
right.
YouTube, you're gonna really know who he is because I bet you will not find anywhere an interview like this. I may not even I
No.
call it an interview. They will never see a conversation like this because you were really quite real today. I
Yeah.
100%. I'm grateful that you were speaking to, your fellow men out there as to what you went through.
Yeah.
That is very important because we've done many shows on prostate cancer. And we
Yeah.
had some amazing artists come on and tell their story. Ten Star definitely is one who is going through that. He's done his due diligence, and I know it's not an easy thing. It's not an
Yeah.
easy thing, but you did it. You're doing it, and your fight continues, but just on a
Yeah.
lesser level now. Like you understand what it is,
That's right. That's
and
right.
you made it not a death sentence. You made it like, okay, we're going to deal with it, and you have
Yeah.
because it clearly shows.
Yeah. I'm going to deal with it, man. No problem. I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to conquer it and deal with it.
Yeah. And that is why a lot of us go through things and we are so surprised to know the resilience of ourselves. There's a certain resilience you have to have. And we
That's
go through
right.
these things and blessed to come through it. But the message will always be for those of us who've gone through something, you're able to teach and educate somebody else. Like, listen, it's not as bad.
That's right.
It's not so bad. You can do this. You know what I mean? I always say that's God's plan. Share the love. Talk to your fellow
That's
man.
right.
Express it. Express yourself.
Yeah. At the truth. At the truth. At the truth.
Yeah, we are
One
messengers.
thing. Yeah. One thing I have to share with you. The most embarrassing time I've ever had, and not a lot of people know this, but I got really embarrassed. I was doing a show, early 2000s. I think I was doing the show up in Birmingham, and three ladies came backstage after I did my performance, and they said, "Oh, I really loved your show. Can I have an autograph?" So I got the pen out and I'm ready to give him an autograph. Sharon, one of the woman then decides, said, I think you know where I'm going with this, right? One of the woman then decides, said, no, I don't want you to sign a piece of paper. I want you to write this with lipstick and I want you to write it on my back. So I wrote it on her back. The other friend said, boy, I got better, you know. I want you to write it on this. Sharon, let me tell you.
Wow.
She took out the largest breast I've ever seen in my life. My mouth start dribble. My mouth start dribble. And my hands start shake. I don't know where to sign first because there's so much. I don't know where to sign. It was the most embarrassing time because she must have thought, well, maybe I'm used to this. No, I wasn't used to this at all. This was all new to me. I don't know nothing about this kind of lifestyle. So, yeah, just letting the public know that was the most embarrassing time. I was very nervous. I didn't know what was happening, and I have to stop the dribble from coming from my mouth.
But the thing is, now you know, listen, that's a great memory, and as embarrassing as you may have thought that was, that in itself goes to show what your music do to the woman them. Because it's not just, that's your fault. You do that, you cause it. But that's funny. That is too funny. I mean, again, it's the delivery, it's the love in the it's the love, it's the sheer love you put into your music. You done turn them stupid. I make them come take out whatever, take out clerk and view. They can't sign on it. It's it is what it is.
Oh my gosh. No, oh God, I was trembling. I didn't know what to do. I really didn't.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What we said, that's Birmingham. What them said, Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham.
Birmingham, yeah. Well, listen, it's been I know we had some technical difficulties in the back with 10 Star side, but I know that he's in the background. But I want your fans to know,
yeah,
what your last word is, because I know we're going to play a video or something, but I know we're going to do that. But tell your fans what you want them to know, what's coming, like if you know any contact information for music or whatever, but let them know what's going on with you, what's coming out. Let your fans know what's going on.
Yeah, well, you know, if you really need to know what's happening with me, you can always reach me on all of the social media platforms. So I'm there on Facebook, I'm on Instagram 61, I'm there on TikTok as the real Mike Anthony. All the information that you need to know, events, songs, shows, tours, I'll make sure I always post them up on all of those platforms. So you guys will know exactly what's happening, and I'll keep you in the loop. But don't be surprised when you see Mike Anthony in a place, a venue, a club, an arena near you, whether it's home or abroad, because I'm definitely trying to expand where I am, and I want to try to get to find out where all my fans are, where all my supporters are, where all the energy is, so I can be there for all of you, because I'm not going to try and limit myself anymore. Wherever the opportunity comes to perform in front of people who love Mike Anthony, I want to be there. So, on a soon see me. Sharon, you soon see me.
Me soon see you, because I need you to reach here.
You soon see me. You soon
speak
see me.
life. Listen, speak life into that. Yeah, manifest that.
Yeah.
Manifest that. Manifest it, go and come. So, excuse me. So, 10 Star, if you are in the background, I know that we're about to wrap up the show, but as interesting as this conversation is, I could stay here all day just talking to Mike Anthony, because this has been it's been a pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on our platform, getting to know who you are, because we know say you was a busy man. Me know.
Thank you.
But you took the time to come on our show, and honestly, we're so grateful. And you are welcome anytime. If you, whenever anything new music, make sure you send it our way first, because we will play it. Put it on the show and make it up.
I will do. One project I am interested in happening this year in June. I've been asked to come down to the Leeds Carnival and sing.
Oh, is it?
Orchestra. Yeah, and sing with the orchestra. Now that's something I've always wanted to do.
Really?
And, yeah, I don't know how big the orchestra is going to be, but plans have been made for Mike to come and sing with the orchestra, and I can't wait to hear my voice with violins and everything, the whole shebang.
Wow.
Yeah, they're asking me to perform some of my songs. Yeah, so I'll perform some of my songs, but it's going to be Open Your Heart, Walk Away From Love, and I'll be singing some classics as well. So I'm looking forward to that, but I'll keep you in the loop. I'll let you know exactly what's going on.
And that's in June, right? The Leeds Carnival? Wow.
Yeah.
An orchestra?
Yeah.
There are no words for that. There are no words for it. It's going to be amazing. That is going to be amazing. So I think that 10 Star. I think we are going to play something of yours. We can't leave and not play nothing, 10 Star, if you can hear me. I think we're going to cue it up.
Oh, I know that guy. Who is he?
Where is it?
Who is that geezer? I know that geezer. Who is it?
Oh no. Okay.
SPRB Radio.
And I'm just gonna
Cast.
Okay, there it is.
Come with it.
La 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 la. Wheel out and come again, Anthony. So we do it. Loveliness. La 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 la. La 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 la. Scratch with my engine. Boom 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 with my mind. I love you, said my heart from the moment I saw you again. Flash, came those memories. Why, oh, why came the tears? I love you, said my heart. Tell me why did I love at the end? What is this thing I feel? Can it be real, my dear? La da da, la da da, la da da. I still savor that moment. Your love was shared by mine. What we had then was sacred. I treasure to cherish all time. I say, ooh la la, you're so tender. What a find. Deja vu is beginning. I'm falling for you all again. For in your smile, I find that warm and tender kind. La da da, la da da, la da da.
SPRB Radio.
Well, well,
Look at that.
well,
I
well.
can't believe that was a young guy. Wow.
Yes, young guy, but still sound the
My
same. You're not
days.
straight too far from that.
Big up Anthony Brightly on that one there.
But right, Anthony Brightly, yeah, that big up Anthony Brightly on that one. All right, yes, yes, Anthony Brightly, yes. Listen, it has been our honor. I hope you've accepted our
my
flowers.
honor. My honor.
Today.
Channel.
I hope you've accepted our flowers today.
I have.
I want to thank everyone who tuned in. You had Sparky Melody, DJ Maestro, Selector from Lovers Rock Radio. I can't see everybody else who was there, but they've thoroughly enjoyed it. Little Minty, I can't forget Little Minty. Just everyone who tuned in, thank you guys so much. We again had the greatest of opportunities to speak with the one and only Mr. Mike Anthony. And that is his real name and not the real one. This is the real Mike Anthony. Again, I wish you everything that is good. Stay blessed. You is my good ass friend now, you know. You is my new friend. So when you look at it, tip up like Mike, yeah, all right, Mike Anthony, all right, it's just me and me, man. It'll be me. Right. Check up on here, make sure things are going. Again, continued blessings, my friend. Continued blessings. It was an honor. It was an honor. So yes, everyone, please like, share, and subscribe. I do we have another guest tomorrow, young man, a long hip-hop artist, coming in tomorrow. So we'll be back tomorrow. I didn't even have all the details on that, but tune in tomorrow. And Mike Anthony, again, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you soon. X amount of love and respect. Yes, sir. X amount of love and respect.
Blessings. Thank you so much.
We salute you. Well, that's all, folks. So please tune in tomorrow, where we will have our guest tomorrow will be who's our guest going to be? Mr. Anyway. Yes, we will be. And that's it. Love and respect to all. Tune in tomorrow. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Well, all I can say is slide.